What if I told you that you can turn on and off a load, a fan, a heater, or a door, or a system over 13-mile range or 21 kilometers for free, off-grid, without SIM card, without Wi-Fi? Yes, you heard it right. That is possible with LoRa. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can use the Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 module packed inside the meshnology N35 case with 3000 milliampere hour battery for long-lasting performance and longer transmission and reception time. I'm going to show you the wiring, explain the code, and how to set this up so you can control your device over 13 miles for free. Sounds exciting? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and let's start with something awesome. In this video, we are going to learn how we can use this meshnology N35 to turn on and off a load from far distance without any grid, SIM card, or Wi-Fi, anything. You just press it, the load can be turned on and off or can be toggled. Right now I use here a buzzer, but we could use a relay, so we can turn on a fan, a load, or whatever you want, you could do that. This is a meshnology N35 where we have this Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 module inside this, and also we have 3000 milliampere hour battery inside it, so you can use it in a compact way for longer operation time, for transmission and reception, and also extended range because of the battery. And if you use higher gain antenna, you can extend the range further. The link for these will be below the video in the description. So instead of buzzer, we could use a relay. The relay is turned on and off so you can control a load. This can be used very easily as a burglar alarm. So from long range, maybe 1 mile, 2 mile, 5 mile, even 13 mile. So the door or something opens, it can send you the signal and the buzzer will turn on like that. So instead of this push switch, you can connect it to a sensor. For door monitor, I have separate video. In this lesson, we are going to explain Wi-Fi LoRa 32 module. Then we are going to see how we can turn on and off a load. The code will be explained, and the demonstration of the system over 13 miles will be shown. LoRa is long range and it's a data communication protocol. There is no fee and no license is required. In the US, the frequency is from 902 to 928 megahertz. So this is a Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 version 3. It has integrated with LoRa communication chip, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. And of course, it's a full microcontroller like Arduino, where you can program inputs and input to read or send signals. Now this is an N35 case from meshnology. We have this LoRa Wi-Fi Heltec 32 inside it, and then when you purchase it, it will also come with 3000 milliampere hour battery for long lasting operation and also extended range. We're going to use one N35 as a transmitter. The user key is a key where we will press it and we will turn on a load. So this will transmit a signal, and then we will use another N35 with Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 as a receiver, and when it receives the signal, it can turn on a buzzer or a relay. Relay is simply a switch where you can control a door, a fan, a heater, whatever you want. It's simple. It's simply a switch. Now to extend the range, we're going to use this high gain antenna. These are the size and dimensions of this antenna. This is the meshnology website, meshnology.com. When you come to this page, you will see other products, which I have the review for some of them, but scroll down until you see N35. This N35, click on Learn, and the same packages are available here, where you can select 2 package, blue, red, or just red alone, or different packages The link will be below this video in the description. This is the N35 page on Amazon from Meshnology. When you come to this page, you can buy one package, blue with 3000 mAh battery and LoRa 32 case, or you can set different color, green, just the case if you want. So these are options that are available for you. I'll provide you the link below this video. You can visit robojax.com. For each video we have a resources page where you can see code explanation and related other videos and related links and the files you can download and libraries. Here is the package when you purchase from Amazon. This is 3000 mAh battery, very long. And this is a LoRa 32. The actual module, hard antenna, extension for the mount, we can mount it on the box, flexible antenna, pin headers, and external battery or power supply if you want to power this module. And to attach this extension cable for the antenna, we just insert it here. And so what I do is I'm gonna extend this area, remove it with soldering iron so we can tighten it. After I received the package, Meshnology informed me that they have fixed the antenna mount hole. So when you purchase M35, this issue should not exist. Now, I've removed some portion with a soldering iron. This seems to be better. Hopefully we have something out for the connector. And here I've soldered to ground and then 3.3 volts. These two are 3.3 volts. And then this is pin 4. Now let's attach the antenna first. So this is now. So I have to pass these wires first. Okay, before putting this, we need to put the button. One side is squared and the other is round, so this is almost squared, and you see the buttons are out. Now hold this with a finger. So this is now seems now, and then connect the battery. And perfect. So this is now fitting. Now let's use the nuts to tighten them. So, perfect, ready. And here, the same I did for this red one. And here is the wiring for your relay. You will, if you want to control a motor, then you will connect your power supply, AC or DC, doesn't matter. If it is a fan or a door control, whatever it is, so you will connect one wire directly to the relay. The other wire will go directly to the motor. So this wire will come here and it will be turned on and off to control the motor. This pin is signal pin, which is connected to pin 4 of microcontroller, and this is ground, connected to the ground. The relay operates with 5 volts, or if it's 3.3 volts, do not power it with this microcontroller because this cannot handle the load. So you will need external load, external power. Ground will be connected to the ground, but it's very important to have a common ground between microcontroller and the load. So it should be like this, and then that positive will be connected to the middle if you are using this type of relay. If you are using different type of relay, just pay attention to the polarity of the terminals. And here's the wiring for the buzzer. We have 2N2222. This is an NPN transistor. So you insert it on the breadboard. This face is flat where the mark and model of the transistor is written. So the left pin is from this wire, it's connected to the ground. The right pin is connected to the negative of buzzer, the shorter pin of the buzzer. From 3.3 volts, you connect a wire to the positive of the buzzer. Now, pin 4 is connected to a point where we have 1 kilo ohm resistor connected to the middle. That's the base of the transistor. I started using a 2N2222 transistor, connected the black wire on the emitter, which is the left pin, and then on the middle pin I've connected a 1 kilo ohm resistor. I have soldered it, and the other side of resistor is connected to this purple wire. The right pin is collector, it is not connected to anything. Then, as you can see here, I have the buzzer is such that the left pin is positive, the right pin is negative. I have soldered the right pin or negative pin of the buzzer to the transistor. That's a collector. And I have inserted heat shrink sleeves to prevent it from short circuit. And now we have only left pin of the buzzer left, which I've connected to the red wire, which goes to 3.3 volts. This buzzer is actually 5 volts. I've tested it and it works also with 3.3 volts. So this will work for any other project that you have. In order to work with Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 board, you need to install certain software on your Arduino IDE. First, we need to install the ESP32 boards, which is needed for any ESP32 board. Open your Arduino IDE. You can get it from arduino.cc. This is a free software. Go Click here boards and then type ESP32. Here it says ESP32 by Espressif, and you will see here install button like that. Click on the install and that will be done. Then we need to install certain software for Heltec. First we will install ESP32 package. I will provide you this URL here, the JSON URL, which you can get it from Heltec documentation page under the ESP32 series. You right click and copy it. I will provide you the link. On Arduino IDE, click File, Preferences. This area is for additional boards. Click to open it so we can see there is nothing. If you see another line, just at the end of the line, click and go down, and then right click and paste. And click OK, and click OK. Wait for this to complete. Click on boards and type Heltec ESP32. You will see it here, and this button would be install. Click on it to install it. Then we need to install ESP32 extended library from Heltec. Now click on library. This was board and this is library. Click on it and type Heltec ESP32. And you will see here it says Heltec ESP32 dev boards. You see it says remove. If you have not installed it, you will see install button. Click and install it. Then we need Adafruit GFX library for the display. Come here, click on library and type Adafruit GFX library, and here the first one, Adafruit GFX library. Click install. It says it needs dependencies. Click install all. Wait for this to complete. Then we need to install the Robojax Heltec LoRa 32 zip library. This is needed for OLED and reading voltage. I will provide you the link from the description. Download and save that .zip file in your computer somewhere. Then click on Sketch, include library, add .zip library. Browse to where you saved it, find it, click select, and then click open. All the libraries and files that were needed have been installed. To check if the Robojax Heltec library have been installed, click on File, Example, scroll down until you see Robojax Heltec LoRa 32, and these files are there. Make sure the board is selected. If not, click here and select board and type here V3. You will see Heltec LoRa Wi-Fi LoRa 32 V3. You see another kit is there. This is without LoRa, so select that, and then you should see the port. Select and click OK. Now let's open the transmitter code. Click on File, Examples, scroll down to Robojax Heltec LoRa 32, and then select Relay Secure TX Sample. This code will simply turn on the relay as long as you keep the button pressed. When you release a button, the relay will turn off. This debug, if you set it to false, it will not display anything on the serial monitor, but for debugging, turn it on and set it to true. For normal use, set it to false so it does not consume resources. This is the pin for the push button, which is by default from Heltec LoRa 32. Do not change it, but if you want to change other pin, you could do just type the PIN number that is printed on the board. These are the texts that are displayed on the screen, and this is a security code, and this is a frequency for the LoRa. These two values must match between transmitter and receiver. So this is your secret, do not share it, and this is a frequency that's 915,555,000. So that's 915 megahertz and 555. This is the power. When you are using it in a very short distance, the minimum is 2, and you can increase it up to 20, up to actually even 21. But as you increase the value, every time it will be a logarithmic value increasing from one number to the other one. So the power will increase significantly, and also the battery life will be reduced. So increase it only if you need it, if you want to extend the life of the battery. There is no other setting below this line. Once everything is ready, just when your board is connected, just click on this button to upload the code and wait for the bar graph here to finish. Toggle code, click on File, Example, scroll down, and this time go to Robojax Heltec LoRa 32 and Relay Secure TX toggle. Explanation of this one is the same as before, except we have toggle on, which means toggle on, toggle off. And also, in case you forgot, you can put T here, but if you don't want it, just remove it. The rest is exactly the same. Let's have a look at the receiver code. Click on File, Examples, scroll down to Robojax Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 and select Relay Secure RX. This is exactly the same as before, but it has on-off and toggle on, toggle off. So make sure that these two are for the same thing for regular use, and this is for toggle. And the same way, security code and frequency must match. There is no other setting for the user to do in this code. Now this is a demonstration of controlling a relay where you can control a connect and load. So here these two are completely independent, they're just communicating directly. I've set the power to very minimum, and when I press this, so pay attention when I press the on, you see the on is turned on, and also the relay is controlled. This relay is 5 volts, and I've connected it to 3.3 volts. It's not reliable, but it just works for demonstration. But you have to supply 5 volts and ground from a separate source of 5 volts to have a reliable operation. It can send you the signal, and the buzzer will turn on like that. So instead of this push switch, you can connect it to a sensor. Now this is a demonstration of controlling a relay where you can control a connect and load. So here these two are completely independent, they're just communicating directly. I've set the power to very minimum, and when I press this, so pay attention when I press the on, you see the on is turned on, and also the relay is controlled. This relay is 5 volts, and I've connected it to 3.3 volts. It's not reliable, but it just works for demonstration. But you have to supply 5 volts and ground from a separate source of 5 volts to have a reliable operation. It can send you the signal, and the buzzer will turn on like that. So instead of this push switch, you can connect it to a sensor. Now I'm going to test it. This is a transmitter, that's our receiver with a buzzer. This is now loaded with a simulation code where it will turn on the toggle for about 10 to 15 seconds and then turn off. So when it's sent on, it will be on, and if it's off, this will be off. Now I just turned on the buzzer, so when it's on, you will see it will be turned on. And when it's turned off, the buzzer will be turned off. Now I'm going to leave the transmitter here on the table and carry this with me. Now I'm 1.4 kilometers or 1.5 kilometers away from my home. I'm going to show you on the map, and then we're going to receive signal by controlling a relay or a buzzer. And my home is somewhere on that side, far away, and here is a map. It shows 1.4 kilometers, my current location. It will show turning on. So now it's on, and the buzzer is buzzing. It's 15 seconds on and then 5 seconds off. So we're receiving tog on and tog off, and then we analyze it and turn on the buzzer or relay. Now you saw the test in the lab. We were able to turn on and off a relay. You will be wondering how this will work with a long range. I have used the same Heltec Wi-Fi LoRa 32 module with meshnology N32 and the 3000 mAh battery, exact setup, while transmitting the voltage. The process, specification and setup is exactly the same. Instead of sending on and off signal, we were sending voltage. So in order to avoid repeating, I'm going to show you the original video for sending the voltage so you know how it works. Now to get started with the range test, I'm setting this power to 20. When I work here in the lab, it will be 2 because we don't need, that's the lowest, and I can go 21, but I'm going with 20 to test it. For the transmitter code, you must select your security key, which must matches with your receiver. You use the same code, you can change it, and this is the frequency that we set. So these two must match, and then set the power that you want. And to remember it, 0 dB milli is 1 milliwatt, 10 is 10 milliwatt, 20 dB milli is 100 milliwatts. This 2, you can remember it as 2 zeros. This 1 as 1 0, and then we have 3, which has 3 0 or 10 1000 milliwatt. In this case, we don't have this power, but 4 means 4 zeros, so it becomes like 10 watt or 10,000 milliwatts. Here, the test is performed in this area on the lake because there is no obstacle on the path and it's direct line of sight. We place our transmitter here, and it's almost about 10 meters above the water level. And as you can see, there is no obstacle on the path because we avoided all this, and it's about 13.04 mile or 20.98 kilometers, which is almost 21 kilometers. Let me show you my setup for range test. I've placed here a camera. Transmitter is installed on a tripod, and it's connected via these wires down to the battery where we can reach up to 30 volts of the voltage. I've set this up by the lake, and we are transmitting it about 5 to 10 miles or even more. I'm going to see how far this can transmit. We're going to transmit the signal on the other side, and we're going to see the voltage that's being transmitted, receiving it on this receiver, and I'm going to show you on the Google map to see how far we are. I've left the transmitter there and then walking towards my car to drive to the further destination so we can receive the signal. I'm 13 miles, which is about 20 kilometers away from the transmitter. Here my map is showing it. I hope you can see it because it's a bright sun and the voltage is now on the screen. So I've called already my friend on the other side. So I'm gonna ask my friend to change the voltage. Please change the voltage.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see now we see about 9.71 volt and 13 miles. Amazing. This is unbelievable. So we are 20 kilometers away from that direction where the antenna is pointing and we are receiving signal. This can be used very easily as a burglar alarm. So from long range, maybe 1 mile, 2 mile, 5 mile, even 13 mile. So the door or something opens, it can send you the signal and the buzzer will turn on like that. So instead of this push switch, you can connect it to a sensor. For door monitor, I have separate video. The link for that video is in the resource page.